listen to my story about a man named Jed. A poor mountaineer barely kept his family fed. And then one day he was shooting at some food, and up through the ground come a bubbling crude oil, that is, black gold, Texas tea. Well, the first thing you know, old Jed's a millionaire. The kinfolk said, Jed, move away from there. Said, California is the place you ought to be. So they loaded up the truck and they moved to Beverly Hills, that is, swimming pools, movie stars.
The Beverly Hillbilly.
Can I borrow your seal?
What for?
I gotta practice being a Navy frogman.
I thought you was going in the Army.
Yeah, me too. But I'm tired of waiting for them to call me, so I'm joining the Navy.
Well, what does a toad man do?
Not a toad man, a frog man.
What does a frog man do?
Mostly what you call underwater demolition. Blowing up stuff.
Well, what would you want with Raymond?
I want to see if I can learn him to fetch dynamite down to me.
Well, how would he carry it?
In his mouth.
Oh, no. My seal ain't coming no dynamite. Come on, Raymond.
Hey, well, wait a minute, Ellie. How about you being enemy sentry?
Well, what do I have to do?
Well, you walk guard duty along the dock here. Then I reach out of the water, grab you, pull you in, and drown you. That's a frogman's surprise attack. Now watch. Oh!
That for us two fries.
Enemy sentries ain't supposed to stomp a frogman's head. Oh, dog old girl.
This is the way we cook our mash, cook our mash, cook our mash. This is the way we cook our mash so early in the morning. We cook our mash.
Granny!
Ellie, don't scare me like that. If I was to have dropped this jar, we'd have cleared them bushes on the fly. This stuff is mean when it's green.
Paul says you wasn't to make no more moonshine.
Moonshine, this is my flu serum. He's expecting an epidemic, you know. And it's my duty as a doctor to be ready.
This cure the flu?
Well, it's more what you call a body conditioner. If your body can handle this, it can handle anything.
You're making medicine. Why do you have to hide like this?
Child, ain't you never hear of industrial espionage? Like one of the biggest outfits in the world has been trying to find this setup. Been trying for years.
Who's that?
The U.S. government. I gotta make a series of quality control tests. First, the shotgun test. Gotta see what kind of flavor it's got.
Why do you call it a shotgun test, Granny?
You gotta hold the shotgun on me to make me taste it.
I don't want to do that, Granny.
You got to, honey. I ain't as young as I used to be. And remember, it's for science. That's what you call real sipping whiskey.
Did you say whiskey?
Risky, honey, risky. You sip this at your own risk. You see, this is just the base. I ain't put in my secret ingredients yet. I'll go fetch it.
Oh, want me to do it for you, Granny?
No, honey, it's a secret. You go take my wash off the line.
Oh, I already done that. It's in a basket on the step.
Oh, thank you, honey. Throw out the lifeline. Someone is drifting away. Throw out the lifeline. Throw out the lifeline. Someone is sinking there. Dad, get your gun. There's a monster in the cement pond.
Monster?
Great, big, black, slimy-looking thing. Must be 8 or 10 foot long.
Probably just Ellie's pet seal.
You seals eat old women. This one reached up out of the water and grabbed me.
Maybe it's a rape.
Who ever heard of an underwater ape? Bigger than a gator. Must be 12 foot long. Has one great big bulging eye right in the center of his forehead. Big roots growing out of his mouth. Ugly growth on his back. Must be 15 feet long.
Monster's growing pretty fast.
You've seen him, have you?
I doubt if you have. Now sit down and tell me exactly what happened.
Well, I was coming from the still.
You were coming from where?
The hill. The hill.
I heard you the first time. Now, Granny, I told you not to make another batch of that moonshine.
I ain't, Jed. It's my shoe flu brew.
Shoot, flu, brew.
To head off the flu epidemic. It's a vegetable compound made out of natural juices of corn and certain neutral spirits.
Ain't nothing neutral about them spirits. Now, you probably got your nose wet, too. Let me smell your breath.
Not while you're smoking.
I thought so.
Oh, Jed, as a medical researcher, I'm duty-bound to test the stuff. It might have side effects.
Yes. Enough of that. You roll over on your side and stay there. Come on, Granny. We're going down and dump that stuff.
Dump my wonder drug? Jed, do you want the people of Beverly Hills to be laid low?
No, I don't, so let's go.
Jed, you're going to set medicine back 100 years. Next, you'll be stomping out penicillin. It's a good thing Lydia Pinkham didn't have a son-in-law like you.
Granny, that flu brew has got you seeing monsters.
Oh, Jed, I was only joking. Can't a body tease you about a little old 15-foot monster without you getting all upset?
Now, did you see it or didn't you?
Oh, forget it. I declare you are worse than a snapping turtle. You'd bite at anything. That's the Mayo Clinic. Tell them I ain't quite ready yet.
Ed Clampett speaking.
Mr. Monster, are you in there? Was you for real? Or did I just run off a bad batch? I guess I tested it too soon. That green stuff plays tricks on you. Oh, out the lifeline, so out the lifeline, someone is drifting away. Oh, out the lifeline. Dad! Dad! I think I caught the monster! Dad! Dad, I think the monster caught me!
What happened to you?
I got pulled into the cement pond and perked near ground.
Who done it?
That heathen monster.
Heathen.
He hates him singing, Jed. Every time I do throw out the lifeline, he grabs me. This time he pulled me under. He's a sea serpent right out of the river Styx.
I hope he never gets in the river back home. He could sure break up a baptizing.
You don't believe I seen him, do you?
Of course I do. Enough of that liquid cornbread of yours, and you could see pink sea serpents.
I tell you, that's my wonder drug.
It sure is. It's got you wondering what drug you in.
Ah! He's coming after me.
Who is?
The creature from the cement pond. Pray, Jed, but quiet. The way a hymn sets him off, a prayer will drive him into a frenzy.
Hey, I believe that's Jethro inside that thing.
He ate my baby. Make him spit you out, boy.
Granny, that ain't no monster. Here's the boy's wearing some kind of a suit.
Sure had you going, though, didn't I, Granny?
You mean it was you who grabbed my pole and pulled me into the cement pond?
Yeah.
You was under the water?
Well, yes, sir. This outfit's got an air tank, flippers, mask, weights.
If it ain't got wings, I think you're in trouble. Granny, don't let go!
What'd you say, Jim?
Boy, old Jethro can sleep any place. He's laying out in the corn patch in his toadman suit.
He's what?
Oh, he says he's going to join the Navy and be a toadman. Or is he going to be a frogman?
He's gonna be a dead man if he scares me.
Bless you, Granny.
You better change into some dry clothes, Granny. I'll look after Jethro.
Come on, Granny, I'll help you. You're catching a cold.
I hope it turns into the flu. I got a cure for that.
Boy, Uncle Jed, I hope the Navy never hears about this. Frogmen don't go around hanging up their granny's bloomers.
They don't go around yanking their granny in the pond, neither.
Yeah, well, I got the wash all hung up now. Now I'm going back to my training.
How come you to pick this frogman work?
Well, what I really wanted to be was a submarine commander. But the surplus store didn't have no submarine.
Well, what's this sudden hankering to be underwater?
Well, I read where there's more food in the ocean than was ever growed on dry land. Well, in a few years, that's where all our victuals is coming from. Well, when that happens, I was going to know my way around the kitchen.
Well, that explains it.
Help me on with my mask, will you?
What you aiming to do?
I am going to destroy an enemy underwater installation.
How you aiming to do it?
I got a demolition charge set at the bottom of the pond. All I got to do is connect it and set it off.
Ain't that kind of dangerous underwater?
Uncle Jed, I am a frog man. Up here, I think like a man. But underwater, I think like a frog.
Well, that'll be a help.
No question about it, Daisy. You is coming down with the flu. But for the sake of humanity, you have got to be a human guinea pig to see if your flu serum works. Hope it ain't too green. But them's the chances us medical researchers has got to take. Oh, yeah. That is mellowed down real nice.
When he comes down, I gotta have a long talk with that boy.
Of course, Mr. Clampett, I understand. I'm sure Mr. Drysdale will want to rush right up and have a talk with Jethro. It's a miracle he wasn't hurt. Well, what broke his fall? Oh, his head. Oh, fine. All right, bye. Excuse me, Chief.
Miss Hathaway, I told you never to disturb me when I'm reading Superbanker.
With all due respect, Chief, I think my news is slightly more important than a comic book.
Comic book? This happens to be great, inspiring literature. The story of Harold Hart. In everyday life, a mild-mannered bank president. But when our economy is in danger, he slips into his vault and emerges as Money Man. A great American hero. Faster than a foreclosure. Stronger than an armored car. Able to leap the national debt with a single bound.
I know all about your cartoon creases. Look, up in the sky. It's a missile. It's a green tornado. It's Money Man.
You don't like it because of his secretary, Dora Dents. She is so dumb that she doesn't know her boss, the mild-mannered bank president, is really Money Man. The benefactor who secretly paid for her nose job.
It is pure drivel.
She doesn't even know the office messenger is Money Man's sidekick, Golden Boy.
If you don't mind, I have an urgent message from Mr. Clampett.
Imagine being able to turn into pure 24-karat gold. Message from who?
J.D. Clampett.
Oh, why didn't you say so? What is it?
It seems that Jethro is trying to become a Navy frogman.
What's wrong with that?
Well, so far, he's almost drowned Granny, knocked himself unconscious with his air tank, and blown himself out of the swimming pool.
That nut.
Mr. Clampett wants us to help get Jethro interested in something else.
This is a job for Money Man.
What are you talking about?
I'm taking him a bunch of these super banker books.
Chief.
Oh, wait till he reads that exciting episode where Money Man is locked into mortal combat with his arch-foe tax man.
Chief, Jethro has a 6th grade education. He won't read these. He's too intelligent.
You're looking for a nose job, Dora.
All right, seriously. If you think comic books will help divert the boy, let's give him something really thrilling.
What could be more thrilling than trying to outwit the Internal Revenue Service?
Come along, vile-mannered bank president.
That's mild-mannered, imbecile. Oh, why can't I have a messenger who turns to gold instead of a secretary who's all brass to begin with?
Hey, Jethro, where'd you get all them there comic books?
Mr. Drysdale and Miss Jane fetched them over to me.
Well, where's your Toad Man suit?
Frog man. And what's left of it's out back. You can make it into slingshots.
Well, ain't you gonna do no more underwater dynamiting?
No, sir, no.
What's that sloshing noise?
Did you hear it, too?
Sure did. I think you got a head full of water.
That settles it. The Navy can have them underwater victuals. I'm going to the moon.
Moon, what for?
That's what for. That whole planet is covered with nothing but these here beautiful moon maidens.
Well, how do you know?
Would they print it in a comic book if it weren't true? I'm gonna be the first man to land on that rascal.
Well, how do you aim to get there?
I'm gonna buy me one of them great big space rockets.
Now remember, Mr. Drysdale, I aim to pay for anything Jethro needs.
Mr. Clement, please, that could run into millions.
Oh, it's only money.
Steady, super banker.
Like I said, I don't want the government paying for Jethro's military training when they is in debt, and I got so much.
You're a real patriot, Mr. Clabbett.
Well, thank you. Now, I have heard him mention he wants a submarine.
Submarine?
Here, this will bring him around.
Thanks. I needed that. Mr. Clammett, I have an idea that can solve all our problems. We'll get Jethro in the reserve.
Reserve?
Yes, they'll give him tests to determine how he can best serve his country.
Well, that's what we want, all right, but how's he go about joining?
Get in. We'll go down to reserve headquarters and talk to him.
Well, hadn't we ought to take Jethro with us?
Oh, no. He'll be better off right here.
Okay. I'll get me a trailer, come by and pick it up right away. Thank you. Bye.
Well, if it ain't Charlie Tuna.
Guess what, Granny? I'm gonna get me a rocket and go to the moon.
You pull me in the pond one more time and I'll put you there without a rocket.
I'm all through with that underwater stuff. Man don't live by victuals alone. Moon maidens, here I come.
Boy, Jethro, where'd you get this thing?
Same place I got the tank?
Well, you better unhook that rocket, because Granny wants you to tote her flu medicine down to the Red Cross.
I ain't no delivery boy. I'm an astronaut. I got a history to make. You tell the Red Cross to come here and pick it up.
Well, Granny will take a hickory switch to you.
Well, it better be a long one, because I'm going to be on the moon. Boy, that's the place for me. Acres and acres of green cheese, swarming with beautiful women. Betwixt the necking and the snacking, I'm going to be real busy.
When are you coming back?
Who's coming back?
Well, you better ask Papa you go a-taking off.
King of the Moon don't have to ask.
Who's that?
Jethro the First. Come on, Ellie, give me a hand.
What are you fixing to do?
I'm fixing to aim this rascal at the moon. Now, let's see. It's usually between the elm and the sycamore. Allowing for wind, gotta lead it a little. Yeah, that ought to do it. Let's commence the countdown. Let's see, the mouse's hands is on 10 and 3.
That means it's 10 minutes to 3.
I know that. What you gotta watch is the mouse's tail. That's the second hand. See? It goes up to the 12.
Yeah.
There, 0 minus 60 seconds and counting. Time to put on my astronaut suit and load my rocket fuel.
Where is the rocket fuel?
Oh, man, I plumb forgot to buy any. Doggone!
Well, as long as you ain't going to the moon, you can go to the Red Cross. Come on, I'll help you load Granny's barrel in the tank.
I ain't getting in no tank without distilled dynamite.
Granny says it's medicine.
I don't care what she calls it. One jolt and that stuff will blow me higher than the... That's it! Ellie, quick, get me a rubber hose. I done found my rocket fuel.
What's that thing?
This here's a life jacket in case I land in the Sea of Tranquility. 0 minus 10 seconds and counting. Moon rocket to Earth crew. All systems go. Prepare to commence ignition.
What does that mean?
Light the fuse.
Granny's gonna be awful mad.
I'll send her a package of cheese. 0 minus 5 seconds and counting. Clear the area for blast off.
I hope this batch is as good as the last. Eat your heart out, Jack Daniels.
So far, the origin of the manned rocket which streaked across Southern California skies and plunged into the ocean near Point Magoo remains a complete mystery. The Navy, the Air Force, and the Army all deny any knowledge of... Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. We switch you now to our news helicopter, where our cameras are recording the dramatic air-to-sea rescue of the rocket's mysterious pilot. In just a few moments, we will know his identity. Is he from outer space? Is he ours? Is he theirs?
He's mine. I want first crack at that medicine moocher.
Sit down, Granny. The boy's going in the reserve.
First he's going in the woodshed.
Ladies and gentlemen, the pilot has been pulled aboard the rescue helicopter, and we will now hear his first words. Come in, Navy helicopter.
Hey, where are all the moon maidens?
Granny, could Mr. Drysdale have a shot of your flu serum?
You feeling poorly, Mr. Drysdale?
Oh, no, I feel wonderful.
Wait until you see this, super banker.
What is it?
A bill for that rocket?
Make that a double, Granny. Look, he's turning into Money Man. He's getting all green.
Now it's time to say goodbye to Jed and all his kin. They would like to thank you folks for kindly dropping in. You're all invited back next week to this locality to have a heaping helping of their hospitality. Hillbilly, that is. Set a spell. Take your shoes off. Y'all come back now. Here.
This has been a Filmways presentation.
Viacom.